going on, Sergey? This is Daniel from Josh and Danny SEO. So let's take a look and see what we can find. So when I put you into Google, obviously, yes, I can't find a website for you, but that's perfectly fine. You can go throughout everything without a website. There's nothing wrong with that, but you might be relying on like Angie or Facebook ads, stuff like that. I see you do have a Facebook, so that's great. I'm gonna take a look at it, not because well, yeah, it's because I'm nosy, so I'm allowed to do that. Let's see what we got. I'm not gonna log in. Oh, cute. If this is, I believe this is you. Spokane Valley. Yes, this is you. Excellent. Oh, paintingwithprecision.net. You said you did have this, but now it's not working. So let's find out. I mean, if it's not really working, I would remove it from from your Facebook page, just so people aren't confused. But great pictures. Are you posting regularly? You are not. That was posted on what, May 6th, 2016. You got to post regularly if you're going to use your social media. That's something I would probably say to do. Finally, let's see what we got. Oops, I did not mean to click on that. But basically, in essence, this is what I kind of showed up for is your GMB for Spokane. Nothing wrong with that, but you do want to be top three in this, and I'll kind of show you what I mean. So when anyone goes to Google to find something, they're going to go to Google, right? So for example, if you're looking for a steakhouse, right? You want to go out to dinner with your wife. You're going to put in a steakhouse. You want to go to a steakhouse with her. So what you do is you type in steakhouse, Spokane, Washington, right? You get very specific with what you're looking for, or maybe you're not as specific and you don't like the results. Then you get more specific, right? The more specific you get, that's the more intentional you're trying to be about what it is. So when it comes to service jobs, it's the same thing. So I put in painter, Spokane, Washington, right? It's very specific. It's what they want. It's where they want it because they probably live here. And this is what pops up. By the way, this is what we call a buyer intent keyword, right? Now, any keyword anyone puts in, it depends how specific they want to be, but you want to rank on your website for specific kind of keywords. And I'm going to get into that in a moment. This is how we create Google Ads as well. We have it location specific and service specific. But right off the bat, this is your GMB. That's what this is over here, Sergiys Quality Painting LLC. And what you want to do is you want to make sure you're in the top three over here, because if you are, about 30 to 40% of anyone searching for anything will click on this. Now, I'm going to hit more businesses just for fun, kind of to give you an idea. Spokane Painting Pros. Is this you? No. God, I'm an idiot. Sorry, that's not you. I'm just going to keep on going down. Oh, I spoke to this gentleman earlier. Let's see. Preble again. You can run ads to get yourself up to the top. Oops, I did not mean to click on that, but it doesn't matter. Austin Drake, A Painter's Touch. Really? Okay. Sawyer's Quality, The Lazy Man. Okay, so you're not even in the top 20, which is a problem. So I'm just going to hit the back button over here. But let's take a look at Preble painters, right? Because after you get through the GMB, Preble is up top. You get to your organic search. Anyone can rank here as long as you know what you're doing. CertaPro is everywhere, so they're number one in the organic search. I'm not going to compare you to them because, again, franchise. You got Yelp as number two, Angie number three, BBB is number four, and then you have Preble Painting as number five. Now, again, it's for this specific combination of words: Preble Painting, Painters, Spokane, Washington. And for that variation, they're ranked number five. For other variations, they might rank a little more. But let's take a look at their website. In my personal opinion, there is a lot here. This lineup here is a little unnecessary. You don't need all this up here. Your phone number should be where this get estimate is. And you always want it, say how it's a click call, you always want that. You got your home, our story, why us, services. This is very important. You always want a drop down menu so people can see exactly what it is you're offering. It saves them a lot of time if they can scroll over, pick the one they want, and then move on to that very next page. But as we go through, we got professional painting contractors in Spokane, Washington. All these are links to other pages. Nothing wrong with that. What our customers say, places we have painting, experience. So there's a lot of content on here. Not the right content because you always want to talk about the services in detail. And there's a lot more than just their 5 services that they offer. There's like probably 9 or 10. And you always want to make sure you talk about it because content is very important on your website. Google is looking for content, right? It's also how you can get keywords in there. Right, so for example, let's just take a look at their backend and I'll kind of explain more. I use an analytical tool called Ahrefs. It lets me know exactly how Google is looking at these guys. So they have a UR rating of 19 and a DR rating of 1.1, which means that this is a strong website for a UR rating, and DR rating is their trust, how much Google trusts them, which is not very good. Now, all of these you want in the 30s and 40s with a ratio of 1 to 1. Now, they're not doing so hot in the DR rating area as well. I'm going to assume a lot of these are going to be directories. Now, they do have 505 backlinks. Now, a backlink, let's just go and say that they're your network. If your network is of people is very bad, and you have bad influences and bad people in your group, then you're not going to do very well. But if your influences are great, you're with solid stability, people around you, you're going to do a lot better. That's kind of what backlinks are. So stay away from BuzzFeed, Wikipedia. Go more toward like the painters blogs and stuff like that. Now, a backlink is where you have your website link somewhere else where somebody can click on it, and a referring domain is when they click on it, it returns back to your home page or whatever page it is that you have out there. So very important to have those, because that's how you rank. Now, they do have 214 organic keywords. My philosophy is for every keyword, if you're ranked number 1, 2, or 3, you should get about 2 to 3 people to your website. But let me show you what kind of, let's see what they have as far as keywords go. So they have, let's just look at the top over here, right? They're all location specific. They all are in Spokane for painters. House painters, Spokane, Washington, painter, Spokane, Washington. So it's very specific over location and service, and the volume here is pretty good. So let's just look at this guy. 700 volume, they're bringing in 54 of them because they're in position number 6. Again, 1, 2, and 3 will bring in about 10 to 20%. So yes, they can do a little bit better, but they're not doing bad. They're getting good volume for good quality keywords. So how would this really help you out, Sergey? Honestly, all we really got to do is, if we're to build a website, we would put in the areas you want to serve. If it's just Spokane, great, just Spokane. Then we would also look at, what services you're offering and kind of build a site off that, maybe about 7 to 12 page website. Get the content in there that makes sense for it to be. And then finally get the keywords. And we would make sure that those keywords are available. We wouldn't just make them up at random. We would use our analytical tool to find out how much search volume. So something like Spokane painters is going to be in there because 700 people a month search for it. If we can rank you number 1, you're going to get 70 to 140 people just from that. But then on top of that, we need backlinks. Now, the great news is that these guys have 505 backlinks with 38 referring domains. So there's some good ones in here. We can always look and see what they're using to rank as, number 5 and 6. But we'll take a look and we'll find out exactly what good stuff in there we can use and then add an additional like 40, 50 on top. Anyway, I really do hope this was helpful. Sergey, if you do have any questions for me, let me know. Other than that, you have an amazing day. Bye.